What is up, Generals? We are back with Ultimate General Civil War, and this is the J&P Rebalance mod, CSA Major General Let's Play. Man, what a mouthful. We are playing, this is the camp screen before the battle, Skirmish, really, at Chantilly. The Confederate Army is riding high on the coattails of the victory at Second Bull Run, and we have cleaned up a little bit our army before we go to Chantilly. So I'm not going to do the full, like, what did I do camp screen. Actually, I will in a second, but give me a moment. So for Chantilly, we have 15 units available, which is going to be what I-Corps brings. And as you can see, the numbers are not really on our side. The same number of brigades, and yet 10,000 more soldiers and double the guns. So that's obviously going to hurt. That's okay, though. Let's take a look at the force we're bringing, and we'll take a look at some things. So 2 Corps is largely untouched after the Battle of Second Manassas. 3rd Corps has been functioning basically as a holding corps. And then we have the force I'm taking into battle here, I-Corps under Rebal Fiasco. Now, Fiasco, we've established, has the speed perk and the accuracy, reload time, command radius perk. In this particular battle, actually, what's Johnston's skill cap? He's okay. It might be okay. It might be nice to have two stars. He's got a really good defensive perk. This is a defensive battle, so that speed is like of minimal import, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. Let's just put it that way. So for the most part, the division the Corps has remained mostly the same. However, there's some reorganization that's occurred for this battle, and as you can see, my naming convention is already falling to shit. So what we've done is come on. All right, there you go. What we've done is we've got a solid core, solid block of 9 brigades of infantry, led of course by 3rd Rifles. Some of these units are on the edge of their 2nd star, so 1st and 2nd infantry are both on the edge of their 2nd star. So we're looking to get them some experience today, maybe some maneuver, maybe some melee. Melee stats always kind of hard to come by, but the more you get, the better. Like it's just easy experience. Panda Kraut made a great point in one of his videos, is that once a unit has capped out its firearm stat, it becomes significantly harder to level up the officer and the unit generally. Now they get some experience or some efficiency just by, I guess, getting kills, okay? And then one of these just gets experience by being in the battle longer. Levels up by marching. Maybe it's just command. I don't know. One of these, perhaps morale. Yeah, according to battle hours. So, I mean, just being in a battle gets them some experience and some morale. Because, I mean, I guess the guys just get, I don't know, comfortable on the field of battle, right? So we used our perk points or our reputation points to purchase artillery. So this is not the best, like, financial gain for the army, but we ended up getting 8 4.5-inch sieges and 8 12-pounder Whitworths. The reason we did this is that both of those weapons have phenomenal ranges, and it's 2 weapons that the Confederacy otherwise has very limited access to. So we're bringing 13th Siege battery, or 2 batteries, I suppose, to the battle, and they're being led by James Archer, and I did that because he's my highest ranked colonel right now, who's not a division commander, who guaranteed them a perk. All right, fine, whatever. That's great. But this is a brand new unleveled unit. So every single pip they get in firearms, which this is an artillery unit, and stamina and morale, and whatever the shit else they get is going to be some experience for James. Hopefully it'll be enough to mint us our first naturally grown general. Additionally, Who else do we have? Shane Shermer here. Oh, he's going to make colonel. All right. Somewhere we've got someone who's real close to making general. I don't know who it is. Maybe he's a division commander. Yeah. So James Longstreet and Bernard B are both right on the edge of picking up their what's my logo? I guess it's a wreath, huh? Yeah, it's a wreath. And then we'll go from there. All the infantry is hanging out with either Enfields or Springfield 61s. I would like to pick up one of these two, and if I had to pick, probably the Enfields, but I don't know if I'm going to get another 8 reputation points. I might. And even if I don't, I should have enough to pick up the CSR weapon. The issue is that it's a gun that I don't otherwise really have great access to. I have good access to limited numbers of Enfields, and I pick them up off my dead soldiers and that kind of thing. So I kind of want the Enfields more. Yeah, I get 500 additional ones of them, and I've already got some in inventory. So, and then they're in the store. But then you notice that the CSR, I guess I have some. It's an expensive weapon, right? It's got good stats. It's not that much better than the Enfield. And I think the Enfield has better accuracy. Yeah, it does. 45 at max to 41 at max. 3.4 to 4.3 range, and this is 3.2 to 4.3. So, slightly higher cap, but a more variable damage range. And this is a very narrow damage window, but you lose some in accuracy. So I figure in terms of performance, they're relatively comparable. However, I can produce the CSR locally. So there is that to consider. Anywho, so here's the army, and let's go ahead and take a look at what we get if we do well. So if we do well here, the enemy at Antietam will be smaller, and if we do well, I guess it looks like in both cases it's army debuffs. That's interesting. I would imagine Weapons Factory would affect their quality of equipment. Oh, whatever. Hopefully we capture some good shit in that battle. So I've played Chantilly quite a bit on the vanilla game, and it's quite a fun battle. But I'm interested to see how I have to adjust to meet the demands here. And the reason I say that is I don't have skirmishers that I can just detach from my my thing. All right, so we do, let me see. I think I don't need the snipers just yet. I do, however, want the howitzer on the field. Cavalry can wait. Actually, wait. Do I want my infantry deployed to establish my front line, and then the artillery can come in and sort of backfill? I think maybe I do want that. And if that's the case, I want my snipers online to make sure that things don't go nuts. So there's a whole bunch of these defensive positions all around the battlefield that, I guess when the mission starts, I'll be able to see. And there's like one here on the farm, and there's like one kind of beyond, one sort of along here, and then I think that's pretty much it. And so in the vanilla game, anywho, a brigade spawns here, and it's like this spoiling flanker unit, and it's really goddamn annoying. And then a relatively like a decent sized force kind of spawns here, and they've got some artillery and infantry, and maybe a cav unit, I think. And then down here you get like 1 or 2 brigades that spawn here. Well, I mean, we're in the Rebal mod, so everything's different. All the strats that I kind of like know aren't super de-duper reliable. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and deploy all of our foot troops and then backfill with artillery and shit. So let's get, I think I want the rifles like here-ish. And then I want 1st infantry to support. I want the 20th snipers, and 2nd. Their mission is to take out the unit that spawns over here and secure my, what is this going to be, left flank. Everybody else, their mission is to, maybe I get one more unit up there one more to act as like a melee reserve and a backfill, that kind of thing. Everybody else, Their job is to move down here and secure all of this terrain. I would like to form a blocking position, Mya-ish. There is a temptation to try and fill up into here. The issue that I have is that this hill right here, if I'm standing here, it gives them a great place to retreat and hide to. And yeah, they can fight in these woods and that kind of thing. But if I'm hogging all the double tree terrain, yeah, right? And they've only got single tree or this house maybe, or otherwise they're in the open. The fighting here is going to be the thickest. And then I'm really kind of only worried about an attempt to outflank. So this is where the artillery is going to come, and this is where 20th Sniper is going to really kind of earn their keep. So without further ado, let's go ahead and actually prep some of these cats to do their thing. All right. 10th. Actually, let's try and see if we can't keep divisions together for the most part. I know some of these divisions have been broken up, but this is a task force together, and this is a task force together. So the 2 elements of 3rd Division, 2 elements of 1st Division, and then 1 bit of 2nd Division will do their thing. Standard and Rebel Fiasco are doing their thing. Let's go ahead and pause and issue our initial orders. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of following where the double tree line is. And I mean, you can kind of see like how thick it is, right? So trying to make sure that we're filling all the double tree terrain, and I don't want to have any possibility of anything kind of getting back here and me not noticing it. So I'm okay if something gets up here, especially considering the numeric disparity at the moment. Now that will obviously change as the battle kind of continues to advance. But for now, what's the terrain? What's this like? Good cover. It's decent melee resistant. Actually, these are not terrible. These are not terrible trenches. I wonder if the guys, Johnny, and Panda have given them a little buff. We'll see. All right. Right there, double tree. Right. Is there going to be a chance for a double tree? Let's see if I can get there in time. I'm not super confident about that, but we'll see. All right. Orders issued. And at some juncture, we're going to get our reinforcements. So the plan for the other skirmisher unit is probably to just kind of hang out in that house and make sure my center doesn't get bisected. Oh, well, shit. What the hell? Yeah. Okay. So, skirms, cav. I've expanded the size of my dragoon unit, at least the one that deployed here, and we'll see what I do about the rest. 375. So I've been hanging out with them at 300, and we'll push them up to 375. The thought process being that is the like break point of diminishing returns for... It's a breakpoint of diminishing returns for when their efficacy starts to drop off really quick. Ah, shit. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Get way the hell out of the way, man. All right. Shoot him and fall back. Or route them, because... this unit is broke as fuck. You're kidding me. They got one good cell. Well, okay, as far as they're concerned, they just got fucking reamed. Okay. All right, go hide in the corner. That sucks that I lost the 4 guys, but I think we should be okay. That's awesome. All right, keep on keeping on, dudes. Plan still stands. The siege I want relatively central, and the James I want here, so that we can go ahead and sweep them down. Anyway, yeah, so the breakpoint for skirmishers and any skirmisher-like unit, at least as I understand it, is 375, unless I'm wrong, and the damage curves have not... the damage curves So, what am I trying to say? Panda made some modifications to the efficiency curves, and they're in the AI UI mod. I do not know if they are in this mod yet. They will be, I think, eventually. And what that means is you can go above these soft caps of 1650 or 12 guns or whatever and not experience the effects. As you can see, I've been building my armies with the thought process that the caps are there. And I don't know. I don't know if they're not, but I to be honest, I kind of like the unit sizes. Like my infantry, I want to cap them out at like 1600 or so. And, we'll just kind of go from there. But, all right. Time to focus. That is a big-ass unit of skirmishers. That is a shitty fortification. How are these fortifications? They're okay. They're not bad. All right, so I think we're okay over here, and we can probably go ahead and sort of do the sweep and clear, so to speak. Yeah, that should be a good deployment. So ultimately, the envisioned maneuver, 5th and 23rd, will kind of sweep this way, kind of like a Xerox across this sort of chunk of woods here. 9th and 13th will provide a fire base, and we need to go ahead and deal with this big-ass unit of skirmishers. And I don't think moving into the farm line is the correct answer. So what we're going to do instead, how are these? They're not bad. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get them over there. And we're also going to bring over 2nd Dragoon. So 2nd Dragoon is not really in any danger at the moment of advancing to the 2-star status. But I want to see if we can't get closer to that, because I'd like to increase the general competency of my cavalry kind of across the board. Because we're not where I'd like to be vis-a-vis cavalry yet. And that's a thing that I can fix. Eventually. Just go ahead and shove 1st in there and see if we can't find those damn skirmishers. Because there's another unit over here as well. There you go. Looks as if they're not going to surrender quite as quickly as their brethren. Which is fine. And we'll get 13th moving out. And where's my 2-tree line? Okay. That's all good. I'm actually okay with taking a position right around Mia. This should be okay. Because again, they spawn here-ish, and I want them, gone. All right. So that's all good. I think we've cleared out most of the worst of that. And then let's see. Oh, shit. These are great trenches. Let's just see how that goes. Yeah, that's fine. These are not good trenches. These are not. They're okay. They're fine, but they're not good trenches. Here we go. Shit's getting real, fam. Okay. So what I want to see happen is I want these shits gone, basically, right? We're not there yet. And then there's the concern of whatever's spawning over here. Whoa. Did they just, teleport into existence, or were they really just marching over here and I just now saw them for the first time? That is nerve-wracking. Let's say that. Okay, we still need to get our infantry into position. Skirmishers are annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright. Let's get the 10th into position, and hopefully we can convince Nagel that this is not a great place to be after all. This is fine. They're getting a shot at from enough places that they should get the memo sooner or later that this is not a great place to be. And then maybe we get Reno. And right now what's going to be sucking is that Reno's going to be sort of tanking for... he's playing an MMO right now, and he's mashing taunt, right? We're going to get kills on the general, and that's awesome, but we don't actually want kills on the general just yet. I mean, we don't not want kills on the general, right? Like, it's cool if we get them, but ultimately he's not our, like, primary objective. Let's see how this goes. If we're trading favorably and he's not going to charge, I'm inclined to stay in this tree line. I'm okay with that. This is what makes me nervous. Look at how big these units are. Holy figgity fuck, man. If they've got any kind of real gun, this is gonna fucking suck. I apologize for swearing. Okay, so as the battle lines begin to take shape, here's my general concept of operations. Ultimately, a unit spawns here, and a limited attack moves along the north here. You have by now noticed that my best units are deployed up here. First, second, and third infantry. Well, first and second infantry, and then third rifles. The intent is to form a line right along this ridge line, if you can see it, sort of along that way, right? So I can't see anything going on down here. That's fine. It's going to need to move a little slow, but if I can break these two units, I can hopefully sweep down this way and then let these guys fight it out. There we go. Yep, that's broken as fuck, guys. Broken as hell. Alright, let's get them out of here. Snipers, do your thing. Second Dragoon, do your thing. Broken, broken, beyond all recognition, broken. If they're going to attack with the artillery, I'm going to allow them to do that, obviously. And punish them for it. And honestly, this is going to save me so much headache if we can pull this off. And I don't know if we can. I'm getting a little bit of a blessing here in that these two units are only 1 star, and that means hopefully they'll kind of get sick of it before too long. They should be in range, honestly. Please work. Okay, so the other thing that's making me quite nervous is look at how large some of these brigades are. Again, all 1 stars, that's good, but nerve-wracking. And again, we're just allowing... hopefully I can get some real shots into these units before shit gets real. And then this guy should clear off Nagel. Alright, get out of your horse. You're probably fine there, I'd imagine. And if you're not, I'll redeploy as needed. Alright, hunt them down. Second Dragoon, do the same. Frankly, even if they get shots off, just knocking out the number of cannons or reducing the number of cannons that does so is gonna hopefully pay dividends. Alright, you're good, probably. Oh, geez, they're fine. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're probably fine, too. Okay. So that's obviously terrible, but we got canistered. That sucks. But check it out. They're falling back. I do, however, feel as if it would be advantageous for me to also follow back. Fall back. Because, ooh boy, we are not really in a good place. There's a lot of blues. And we're trading really well in some of these places. I mean, this isn't super de-duper, but I mean, take a look at that. 193 to nothing. 185. See if you can't get one more round into those guys. And this is going okay. Whenever they get reloaded, that should be fine. I mean, this is a good position because they're all the way back here and they can hit anything. I don't like how far forward 6th Artillery is. Actually, I kind of want them to get one shot off and then fall back. So anytime now, guys. Fire away whenever you feel like it. Okay, good job. You know what? Feel free to just shoot at whatever. It's fine. Clearly you know what you're doing. Yep, so y'all need to fall back. Okay. Obviously, Morrison pushing down my middle is less than ideal. Okay, so you've had a chance to reload, and they're not there anymore, so maybe fire at a new target. Once you back up, though, I do actually want you continuing to shoot at this ginormous artillery unit, and once I imagine they'll recover as well. In the meantime, however, I do think maybe kill Morrison. That's fine. Quite the damage curve. Wow. Still coming, huh? That's impressive, actually. Still trading very effectively. Less so here, but they've probably been engaged less, so, you know, what are you going to do, I guess? Alright, let's get first U.S. artillery to back the fuck off, mate. Who's charging? I don't see it. Oh, it's just skirmishers. Less worried about that. Get in the woods. Excellent. There you go. Okay. So that's a big break. No, actually stay in the double tree. You're okay there. But maybe come out here. I need you to shimmy over here and start kind of causing some trouble for them. And I think it looks as if Bernie is charging, and that's who I thought was... Yeah. Major Dwight something was killed. Well, that's probably this guy then. He's mostly okay. Cancel the charge, thank goodness. Shoot them. If it's just these 2 batteries, honestly, this isn't going to be that bad. It's going to suck for a little bit. So obviously, trading blows at this kind of range is less than ideal. Okay. Cool. That said, I think we'll get them out of there. And these guys are going to take some losses, and that's just the way that it is. However, the Springfield 61 seems to be the weapon I'm picking up the most from the dead. Union soldiers as well. So there's that. No, don't shoot Stevens. Shoot literally anybody else. I mean, if you kill the general, I suppose that's cool, but here, please shoot the skirmishers. That'd be good. There you go. See, that was really useful. Let me see. Who else can they be shooting at? So who can the 13th Siege reach? Honestly, let's just keep on shooting skirmishers. The more units we can get off the table, the better, in my mind. These guys probably need to think about coming out of their trenches soonish. Because I see Christ, and there was another unit over here, and I don't know what his name was, unfortunately. Alright, artillery's all kind of carrying its weight. Good job. Snipers are literally cheating. How are you blocked? They're seriously right in front of you. Is seriously Kearney what's blocking? That's awesome. Good to know. How are we doing? Painful. That sucks. Scoot up. And let's just make sure that when you finally get done finishing moving, you're like where you're going to be for the rest of the battle. Alright, one good volley and you fall back. Okay. Good job. Okay. This is really annoying. These generals have a lot of hit points, so, like, I don't think the game is intentionally just sort of having them tank, but that's what they're doing, in essence. How's the trade rate? Still trading very well. Still trading very well. Okay. Obviously not trading nearly as well down here. But that is the unfortunate role of the less experienced infantry, is to just stand there and sort of be part of the meat grinder for a while. You're good, though. You're going to be in position soon. Nice. Not at all worried about these cats. I am worried about Christ. I want Kearney out of here. I am preparing to send a little detachment kind of around here to get, you know, around the flank and all that kind of fun stuff. Alright, I'm actually not cool with advancing a lot more than this because I don't have a good way to access the cannon. And moving into what is likely canister range is just kind of asking for my soldiers to get hurt for no real gain. So we're actually going to fall back. You know what? No, here on the house line is like, this is an okay spot. And that's because we can shoot them in the cover or in the open. And then you're just kind of good for a spoiling the flank kind of thing. When I get, I think we're prepared to move up to like this line right here with 23rd, 9th, and 13th. And that's going to be the blocking position, this line right here. And then we'll start kind of rotating downward from there. Hey, there you go. I think we got one of the generals gone. That's good. All right. You feel free to unpack. And if that's the case, you're not doing me any good, 24-pound howitzers over there. So let's get you right here. And let's push up. Let's let 9th take a breather. Take a knee, 9. You've earned it. Okay. I need a way to advance without quite so much resistance. Jesus! Those siege guns are brutal. Oh, I have a feeling these guys are going to be like an MVP for me. Come on, bro. Maybe we gotta take that perk with reload speed. Shit. Yeah, that's concerning. Actually, the canister fire is not super accurate. Like, it's not super damaging. It sucks, right? But it I don't know. It didn't hit that hard. Okay. So these guys are really miracle workers, that's for sure. I guess they didn't limber, which is Interesting. Slow trickle. It's not murder. We're doing better output, so that's okay. Issue is now the Jameses are kind of out of position, it seems to me. No, fall back more. I get it. You're in the back of the map. Where else was there for you to go, really? Or have they stopped running? I can't tell. Nope, they appear to still be charging. Keep falling back then. Yeah, please shoot them. Yep, just feel free to keep shooting them. That's fine. Go ahead and cheat that way if you'd be so kind. Okay, seriously, get the fucking memo, man. Do not expose your flank. Okay. I think they may have finally stopped. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess they're just going to do that for a bit. Push them up some. You're still doing your mission. You're still getting into position. That's fine. You're still single-handedly murdering entire brigades. That's, you know, fine, I guess. First is having a great day. Third is perhaps out of position. Okay, let's really kind of sink in the memo here that we want you gone. Amazing. I don't know what to do with third yet, but we'll for sure pick up our second star on first. They were close enough as it is, I imagine. We need Chris out of here, and then I can begin advancing with these guys. Alright, start taking them out. Yep, that whole exercise was basically futile, right? So good job for you. Proud of you or something. Alright, back down this way. Finally, we have our break moment. They're exhausted. Great. Okay. So first is having a great day. Yep. Can you shoot them before they reform? Get in and, like, see if you can't rout them before they reform. Although with that general there, I imagine the answer is going to be no. No, don't. Stupid generals. These guys are not paladin tanks. I don't get it, man. Alright. Keep shooting the artillery. Do not let up. Keep it up. Ignore them. They're fine. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Things are getting exciting. Okay, now you can change your focus. Come on. Be brutal. You have very good musket skills. You're quite good at that. Alright. Alright. You keep shooting that. James is in position now and reloading. There we go. Okay. Fall back to the tree line. Whatever. Let them fight me in disadvantageous terms. Keep going until they're gone, mate. Of course, Stevens is tanking. Okay. Okay. First has had a simply grand day. Good work, good work, good work. Okay. Now you're really in the crosshairs. Gorgeous. I don't even know where the other one is. Looking good, gents. No, really. Keep shooting until they're gone. Yes. Oh, breathe a sigh of relief. They still have one unit of guns, right? Yes. Yes, they do. Okay, you guys are fine. Just stay there. No. I mean, just hold. And just be terrible at shooting because you're tired. That's fine. I get it, dude. It's fine. Yeah, of course. Obviously. Yeah. Good fucking Christ. Was that the James? Holy shit. Are they cannons or horses right now? I can't tell. I think they're cannons. Oh, gents. You do not need to be that close. You do not need to be that close. Holy shit. Who needs 24-pound howitzers? Holy shit. MVP of the battle right there. Holy... Well, you're coming in pretty close, I gotta be honest. Alright, alright, alright. Doing good, gents. I think we're in a pretty okay place. There you go. Doing good work. Take out those cannons, boys. Okay, you do kind of fall off at your extreme ranges, so it looks as if the James might be best used, like, a little closer, maybe? But now I think we have a line, English, line on their artillery. I mean, regardless, they've lost all. They've lost the battlefield initiative. And the question is now, how quickly can I get them in the corner? And start using the artillery to shoot off the defenders of the cannons. That seems like a good idea. Yeah. Alright, good. Incoming defensive fires won't be very effective. Super good. We're gonna get some shots, but it's not gonna be that bad. Ah, ooh, interesting. Okay, there's more here than I thought initially. That's okay. Every shot needs to be in that battery. Every spare shot. Let's take them out, kids. Alright, also let's fall you back 5th, shall we? Let's get you over there. They're clearly a good shooting unit, and I haven't been... Honestly, I just haven't been paying attention. I haven't been giving them their proper due diligence, I would say. Alright. No, running is not necessary. That's fine. You're all doing good. We're all on the right track. There's still plenty of fight in this army, except for the fact that they've lost their generals. So as long as we're kind of fighting on vaguely advantageous terms, we should be able to just, chain route them into this little pile of, like, never rally. A little pile of never rallying. This should be okay. Let's make sure our, most murderous unit is well equipped for, the slaughter. And let's prepare to shift everything over a bit to accommodate for the new units that are coming in online. Alright. No, don't shoot them. Just run over there really quick. Gosh darn it. Like, I don't want them to get all the kills. I want them to get plenty of kills to keep things off balance, but I don't actually need them to get all of the kills. Alright, you're good there. Actually, you're fine there. Okay. The goal is to try and push them into attacking in this direction where they'll just get slaughtered. Alright, and so we're going to do that by getting the snipers to fall back. This should be good. Once everything gets online, everything should be fine. The artillery is hopefully picking up good stamina. Hopefully. Alright, let's get second Dragoon kind of more heavily engaged and see if we can't level up that firearm stat. Because the Coogan Brother is a fantastic musket. Fantastic musket. Yeah, this should be a great little package right here to kind of force them this way into my waiting guns. This should be good. There's not really anywhere safe for them to retreat or rally, and they're constantly on the edge of, you know, retreating and rallying and kind of not being able to do anything. All right. Let's make sure we got plenty of supply for everyone. Everyone's kind of topped off. James is about to just start tearing into people. This is good. I typically trap them sort of in this corner, but this is actually better as far as I'm concerned because I can shoot at them from more than just like 3 or 4 units kind of piled up over here. I am going to take some kind of fire, and I'm a little worried about that, but hopefully if we keep them chain routed enough, this shouldn't be as much of an issue. I think I want to start tightening the noose. Really giving them, I want to see if I can't get them just kind of piled up right up in here. That would be great. That'd be really great, and it would give a lot of these units the experience. Lots of kills, lots of experience, of course. They're only targeting this one unit, obviously. Alright, well, let's just get them out of there. They don't need to be more engaged. They're fine. Let's get them in the house there. Nope, that's all fine. Okay. This is doing okay. Especially if we give them nowhere safe to rally. We just kind of keep them chain routed and they'll just kind of bunch up right here and it'll be great. The artillery's doing its thing. Yeah. Nice. People are starting to rout. Alright. Looking good. We got a little murder ball going on over here. Nowhere is safe. Looking good, gents. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get bundled up in the corner regardless. That's fine, I guess. I mean, this seems like far too many to go in on melee with, right? Like, that's just not even remotely a good idea. Alright, so the thought process here is we'll get 9th involved as well, and that captain, who's currently a captain, might level up to major or something. But we also want to keep these 2 light units engaged. They're fine. They don't need any more kills. First has had plenty. Let's see if we can't get 26 in experience. Yeah, get them plenty of XP. This is the unit I'm most excited about trying to level up right now. I'd like to see if 2nd can't get enough experience to justify a 2nd star. That'd be great. Some of these units, I'd like to see some 2nd star action for them. But, yeah, mostly at this point, it's just kind of seeing what I can get out of the battle. Meanwhile, for these units, let's see if we can't get them some stamina. Ooh, you too especially. Because that's one of the best ways I can level you up right now is just running around. Just giving random move orders, you know. These guys are the ones doing all the killing. That's fine. Ooh, you guys too. I don't need cannons right now. Lots of just random move orders. Level up that stamina stat. It's so weird. Like, obviously it's not the kind of thing not the kind of thing a real unit would do in the military, but hey, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, doing good, gents. Alright. Get that stamina stat. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just keep shooting your various muskets and rifled muskets and everything else and get yourself some experience. You especially, it seems like. Oh yeah, wow. They need the help. And honestly, I can afford the losses the most here anyway, so that works out too. How's everyone doing? Anybody got where they were going yet? You might. You're gonna get there soon. Get that stamina. So I keep moving these guys around, giving them very small movement orders because I don't want to have them target specific units. Frankly, I don't really care who they shoot. So what I do here is when you give them a small move order like this, which barely moves their position at all, I don't know how it works as far as the AI is concerned, but it seems like they retarget something and then they fire. And I guess they won't shoot them on their own like this. So this way I can keep them kind of chain routed. Yeah, that's good. All right, so you're gonna get a big roundabout order like that. And you're gonna get the same in the opposite direction. You as well. Crazy curly cues and shit. That's all fine. Whee! Crazy nifty random marching orders. Like, LT's drunk on power, guys. All right. You get what I'm doing there. And there are ways to level up units besides just stamina stat, you know? LT's drunk on power. Yeah. Okay, so we've got what? 3 units left? 4, maybe 5. There's a bunch still. Alright, never mind. We're doing good though. They're all plenty supplied, plenty of ammo. This is great. Shooting gallery training for them, basically. And then soon here I am actually going to send them into melee. Because melee stats pretty hard to come by. Just not right now. This is murder. This would get me a lot of my soldiers killed for no reason. They are arrested though, so soon. Soon. Like 1 or 2 more things routes, and I think I'll just send them in there and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, have things completed their movement trials so far? Yeah, it looks like. That's okay. Where are you? What's the farthest I can just give you with one click? Let's just send them all to one corner, and then when they get there, I know they're done. And then I can send them to the next corner. Alright, cool. We're exercising the army. Getting them some stamina stat. Alright, how are we doing over here? We got 1, 2... 3 units plus the supply. What do we think? Send them in? Get that melee stat leveled up too? Fully rested. Sure. Let's get them right up on them though. Get them right up in there. And it's not a great melee stat. Nope. Yeah, okay. So none of these units have terribly good melee stats. And that's kind of the point, though. So 1 more good volley at close range. Just to kind of really secure everything. And then we send them all in. Oh, boy. I am on the fence about this. I am not 100% sure this is the correct course of action. They're in trees. That's not great. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully some of these things break pretty soon. There's just the 2 units left, it looks like, so it should be fairly quick. Hopefully. Okay, so super duper quick. Cool. So that is the Battle of Chantilly. We suffered 13 some odd hundred casualties, inflicted, total wipe, all that kind of good stuff. Did the objectives. People got some kills. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I mean, obviously the snipers are broken as fuck. I think we've established that in the series. Snipers are broke AF. First infantry had a great day. Second infantry honestly had a better day, actually. Wow, that's interesting. Not like by a lot, but enough. And then the real MVPs are 13th Siege and 6th Artillery with the James. Holy shnikes. Those kill ratios, man. Holy crap. Second Dragoon had a good day, which is great. Was really trying to focus on some of these units and see if I get them some experience. Looks like I did. So let's take a look at the Confederates. And let's take a look at who suffered the most casualties. 5th Infantry, yeah, that's not terribly surprising. They were in there. 5th and 9th both got reamed pretty good. One of them lost an officer. I forget which one of the two it is. So there's our, they're dead. What? How do I have 2 Dwight Einhardts? I don't think I got a unit to split. No, whatever. No one picked up their general, which is not a huge surprise, but we did have a new major and a new colonel, 2 new colonels minted. What did we end up picking up? A shitload of Springfield 61s. That's excellent. That's great. That's 2 new units worth of Springfield 61s. Yep. So 10-pound ordnances, 24-pound, 12-pounder Napoleons, whatever. Recovered some Cookin Brothers. Recovered 2 of the 5 Whitworth we lost, which is fine, I guess. And then that's cool. Let's see if those guys picked up stars. All right. Exchange some guys for some guys. Career points, rep, whatever. So the Cav did not, but they did get close. I don't know if they got close by a long shot or not, but whatever. We'll give them their 40 some odd men back. Boom. Cost us a little bit of money, but I'll live. I got plenty of cash. Rep. I do have enough to purchase the CSR. I don't have enough to purchase the Enfield just yet, but I will in the next battle, right? Because I get 4 if I win. So we have our second homegrown 2-star unit. First rifles. Cool. So let me see. We gave them the accuracy perk. We're going to give them probably the same thing. Super snipers, right? Speed, rotational speed, bayonet. Nope. Super snipers. All right, cool. And then how many can I get away with before I lose? Can I get all the way up to 1250? No, I can't. All right, that's fine. I'm going to need like, I think 30 or 40. Fuck it. Yeah. Whatever. Cost me barely anything. Same for you. Can we do it with the rookies and not losing the star? Yeah, handily. All right, cool. I do like doing that. So kind of continuously refreshing these units when possible with rookies. The easiest way to do that, well, the most efficient portion of what that accomplishes is that lowers the firearm stat, and the firearm stat's the easiest one to level up, as you can see, because it's just they shoot a lot, right, and then they level it up. Hey, Archer's getting close. He was at, I think, the low mid 70s, somewhere in there, beginning of that battle. They picked up a bunch of stats. How'd they do? They had a great day. I'm gonna get you your 2 snipers back, lose some stats, whatever. Richard Ewell's going to have a hard time getting up to Colonel. Hopefully some of those stamina gains in the course of the last battle, play out. But, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Casualties pretty light all across the board. I didn't really see a lot of losses. Yeah, so none in the howitzer unit. I think none in the 8-inch unit or 4.5-inch unit. And I think like 3 or something in this unit. Yeah, like 6. Okay. Yeah, we'll clean the rest of this crap up. What's coming up next? Weapons Factory requires me to bring a force composed of 14 units. So we're just going to go ahead and use the same army. I'm going to drop 1 unit. It'll probably end up being maybe the howitzers. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'd really like to see if I can't get them a second star before Antietam, but if not, I'll live. And then probably pick up the Enfields. Let me see. 71, 50, 45, 45. 3.2 to 4.3 versus 73, 52, 41, 44. 3.4 to 4.3. 3.2 to 4.3. So the bottom is higher on these. And all of their numbers save max range are actually a wee bit better. No, actually. This is like splitting hairs level better at long range and max range. Well, it's statistically significantly different at max range, but at the long range, it's splitting hairs. Yeah. However, 3.2 to 4.3. The range here is narrower. So in my mind, this is probably a more reliable weapon. Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. I might jump on this. I'm coming around to why I might want to use this. Also, melee 85 is a very significant stat, maybe. I might be able to put that on a grenadier unit if I have any. And I do somewhere in here. Yeah, these guys. They need to be upgraded from militia status, but whatever, I'll do that later. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so Recon 8 is probably a pretty good break point. I don't feel a great deal of motivation to move it to 10. It's fine there as far as I'm concerned. AO6 would give me 7, would give me 3 corps, 6 division per corps, 5 brigades. So that's what, 30? 30 per corps. And then I'm presuming, I don't know what 7 would do. Let's find out. What would 7 do? What would 8 do? 7 divisions per corps at 35. I can't field that many right now. Econ gives me a big discount in guns. I'm actually, like, here's the thing, though. I'm not having an issue arming my guys. I mean, I might when we start trying to build all this shit out. But, I don't know. I've got guns. We'll see. Whatever. Medicine? Trickleback? It's a significant amount. What were the numbers in the base game? Because I think by the time you got done, you were at like 20% trickleback. So I'm assuming it was 2%. So there's if this is 3.3%, that is a, 1.5 again bonus, 130% of what it used to do, right? Yeah, 9.9%. So presumably by the time you get done, you get 33.33% of your losses back. That's actually huge. Wow. Actually, to me, that's actually way better than training, honestly. Logistics, though. More guns in the shop in the first place. That's good. Traditional ammo. I like logistics. I mean, but I'm getting, I don't know, I'm not having major problems with the number of guns in the shop. I suppose I'd like to see more scope Whitworths, right? Like, that'd be okay. Ooh, what is this? It's somehow worse. It's somehow worse than the Cookin' Brother. Right? 2.2 to 5.2. 88% at max range. What's this? 3, so it's a far more narrow range. Like a significantly more narrow range. But you lose half the accuracy at max range. I don't think it's worth it. Fire rate 100. Fire rate 100. So it's the same. Melee 60. Melee 60. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the drop. Yes, this is a wider range. So theoretically, when you roll that damage roll, you could just go tits up and roll a 2. Okay, that sucks. But you're at 88% accuracy at max range and 102. You get up close, you're actually somehow rolling higher than your damage roll. Meanwhile, This is a far more normalized damage multiplier. I have a suspicion this might be a typo. Like that the Excel file or the LUA file or whatever, this might be like unreasonably good, because I think this is supposed to be the kind of weapon I really want to jump on. Short rifle is exceptionally accurate but slow to reload. It's not, though. I mean, it's not in this version of the mod. It could be. It will be, I'm sure, when it gets rebalanced. Because this is the gun that I fell in love. Like, I love this gun in the vanilla game. It's one of the reasons I like Confederate cavalry over Union cavalry, is because you can access to a range 300 carbine on them. But we have that here. Anyway, we'll see. We have all the artillery I care about, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Trickle back, dude. I think it's a big deal. Every single person you get back is a musket you're not buying, and a veteran you're not training, or a veteran that you're buying, or a rookie you're not replacing. I think that is more worthwhile than training. Training is important. Training is very important, especially when you're growing the army. But right now, the army is about as big as I want it. I mean, I need to grow again for Antietam, but not that much. You know? I don't think I'm ever going to need more than 2.5 corps for these battles. That's my thought, anyway. Still haven't grown a general yet. That's bothering me. But it is what it is. We're getting closer, I suppose. Anywho, gents, this is getting kind of long-winded. I'm just sort of griping about things now. I'll be back later this week, I think, for Weapons Factory. It's a fun battle, and like I said, I'm in between class windows at the moment, so you should see an uptick in the quantity. And then, just as a heads up, I'm traveling for business towards the tail end of, it's like the last day of May, but then the first week of June. Traveling for business, so don't expect anything that week. I'll continually remind you every episode of the window in which I'll be gone, and I will release more videos than normal in the window leading up to that to make up for the upcoming drought. So until then, ladies and gents, hope you had a great time. I know I did recording this, and hope you're having a wonderful week. Great early summer, and I will see you cats in the next episode. This is Fiasco, signing out.